his health as usual unimpaired. He rose, he dressed, no longer he feared, went to his work this morning soon, but was a corpse before 'twas noon. That is an old Victorian nursery rhyme about George Dyson. Other kids told that nursery rhyme. Death and injury was so common in places like Armley Mills that you can understand why this place has such a history of hauntings. Is anybody with me in here tonight?
Daddy.
Someone said daddy.
During the height of the Industrial Revolution in Britain, places like Armley Mills put Yorkshire on the map. They were death traps for the poorly paid children as young as 6 years old. The first recorded use of this land at Armley was in the 16th century, when the land here was leased in order to build a small mill. Yorkshire became the capital of the textile industry, and the site at Armley became the largest mill in Western Europe. However, in 1805, a fire ripped through this building here, killing several workers in the inferno. It was later rebuilt in the structure that we see today by the future Mayor of Leeds, Benjamin Gott. The nickname Satanic Armley Mills derives from the tough and harsh working conditions. Children as young as 6 were expected to work 16-hour days. Children were perfect for the job of scavengers. They'd crawl under the machines and get out all the strands of cotton before the machine would come back around again. If they didn't get out in time, they would be caught between the rollers and have their heads crushed. Long shifts caused tiredness and a lack of concentration, resulting in many fatal accidents. With over 20 factories in Leeds in the early 1800s, business competition became fierce, so pressure on the workforce got worse. The Industrial Museum that stands here today has many reports of accidents that occurred here. A 6-year-old girl had her leg ripped completely off after she became trapped in a machine. Another tells of a 13-year-old girl having her hair completely ripped off when it became trapped between 2 parts of a machine. A report from a court case found many children were beaten with a belt if they didn't perform. One boy, called James Phillips, had put his hand in the air to ask if he could use the toilet and have a break, but he was refused. A hearing heard that he later collapsed that day and later died. As recently as the 1960s, tragedies have occurred here. One man was found hanging from inside a machine. His neck had been completely snapped, but his legs were still moving despite the instant death. It's no surprise then that with so much death and negativity occurring in this building, there have been some extreme hauntings. Mrs. Elaine Cowling, a local school teacher, was on a trip with kids from her local school when she reported a great weight on her shoulders pressing down whilst in the museum. She had to leave another member of staff in charge of the kids. Could this be the ghost of George Dyson, a young boy who died in this area in 1822? The 13-year-old had become trapped in a carding machine and had his thigh ripped completely from his body. He was carried away but bled to death within minutes. A female member of staff working at the museum has reported being pushed on the stairs. It's also around this area that the sighting of a man in a top hat and cape has been seen, mainly in the shadows watching people, and this has been reported quite often. This description matches how some of the mill owners may have looked. Another commonly reported apparition is a woman in all black. She fits the description of a Victorian lady, but on more than one occasion has walked up to guests of the museum during the daytime to ask where her child is. When people reply that they do not know, she simply vanishes. Could this be the mother of one of Armley's children victims, searching for him in the spirit world? Crying is often heard all around the building, and some people have reported a child tugging at people's clothes. Some say that when you look down you see a crying child. Others say that there was nothing there at all when you look. Doors slamming and objects being thrown around, especially bobbins, have been known to have been thrown in this building. I've got a night inside Armley Mills to see if I can experience some of these hauntings for myself. Before I start, please like and subscribe to Dead Air and press the bell icon to be notified of when new releases get uploaded. There's several new investigations already recorded and some amazing locations on the way throughout 2022. Due to the strange layout of this building, I start at the ground level, which later becomes the top floor. It's because of the layout of the land that it's built on.
Do you ever get Monday morning anxiety where you wake up and you've got to go to work? We all do it. Unless you're working in your dream job, earning hundreds of thousands a year, you're probably going to wake up every morning, you've got to go to work, or if you're working a night shift, you wake up in the afternoon and you've got to go to work. Nobody likes it. But I really hope that watching this video makes you realise that no matter how much you hate your job, no matter how much you hate the people you work with, your boss, it could have been a lot worse, especially if you lived in these eras. You worked in these kind of mills, these kind of factories, and in these kind of conditions. This is a typical layout of one of these factories. These are some of the machines that would have been used by people working here. I'm going to turn the IR light right up so you can see. And straight away we're hearing clicks up here. Now, respecting rules of the museum, can't go through that, but you can see these are some of the machines. Now you can see the wheels on that machine. This would have moved out across here, part of the whole process of creating some of the fabrics that were made here. I'm not going to bore you into details about how wool was made, but it was using a machine like this. One of the worst jobs that some children would do, they were sent underneath whilst it was out here. They would crawl underneath and just sweep out all the bits that were on the floor. And they used children because they were cheap and small, so they could fit into some of these spaces. And obviously, if you got the timing a little bit wrong, you could end up losing your life. These things are lethal. You don't want to get stuck in. Clicks again. 2 clicks. Oh, I know there's some kind of infrared light up there. Hello? Is there someone in here with me? Dream start. Is this part of the museum? It's this box up here that appears to be clicking. Hello. I think this is part of a modern day contraption. Just clicking away. Got my attention though. You can hear the wind outside. We've had a really bad storm in the UK this weekend. Got a heater on as well, so that's what that noise is down there. So you can imagine the amount of children, the amount of people that died in this mill is really, really horrible. Is anybody up here that would like to communicate with me? you can do so. My name is Rob. I am here purely to talk to you, just to hear your side of the story. Did you die in this place? If you want to get my attention, you can do so. You can make a noise. You can knock. Copy me. Copy my style. If you're with me, do this. Did you lose your life in this building using these machines? We've heard the stories, the horrific story of young George Dyson. George, if your spirit is here and wishes to talk to me, come and say hello. What about James? You worked in these mills and put your hand up because you needed to use the toilet. You were ill and nobody let you go. And you died. You've got to imagine not being allowed to use the toilet and being absolutely bursting to go. It's just the conditions that people had when they worked in these horrific places. Can you make a whistling sound for me? If you can whistle, copy me, copy my style. Just a little. I'm going to admit that a lot of the machinery in this place is display purpose only. When this mill did close in the 1960s, a lot of it was just stripped out, stripped bare. And it was derelict for quite a while. It took 13 years before it was turned into a museum. So what you're seeing is not what was here originally. It was similar. This place would have been full of machinery like it, but obviously not exactly how it's set out in a display now.
I go around and set up the equipment from cat balls to K2 meters to see if I can capture any movement or paranormal evidence. I've also got in my bag a thermal imaging camera, an SLS camera and a spirit box.
If there's any spirits, if you want to come and communicate with me, bring your energy through. And is it flashing already? First thing I want to point out is I don't even know what this, if there's anything electrical in there. Please, what is this? It's a metal drum, shining a light on it. Okay, it's got some headphones in, but they're just not plugged into anything. They're ear defenders, actually. That's flashing. Interesting. Keep an eye on that. And obviously, the first thing to make a note is that tonight we are obviously filming on airplane mode. It's the only way you can really do a paranormal investigation. Mobile phones mess about with electrical equipment. Right, next gadget we've got, my favourite. Any children in here who want to come and play with the cat balls, we are going to send those off into the room and see what we can get. So there we go. So if there's any spirit in here, that would like to come and play with some toys. I've got some toys for you. Look. Oh, that was a bit useless. In fact, is that one even on? There we go. Helps if I switch it on. Ah, don't go under there. Don't go under there. If it goes under there, I've lost it because I can't get in there. Right. Spirit. Look at that. Just wait for them to settle. If you touch these little balls, they flash. They light up. Now, I understand that in your time, you might not have had toys that do things like this because you didn't have anything sort of electrical or anything with batteries in. But how cool are they? Imagine having toys like that to play with. You touch them and they flash at you. If you want to play with them, you just touch them, move them, and they'll flash. And I just want to show you that these, I can stamp my feet. I'm not creating any vibrations enough to get these balls going. So any spirits in here, I'm just going to move the EMF meter somewhere we can see it. There it is. In fact, why not just put you on the ground? It'll be so much easier. I'm going to put the EMF meter down here underneath, close to the machinery. If you can come and put your energy, your spirit energy through it, that would be amazing. If you can manifest, that really would be absolutely amazing. Is there any spirits in here? Okay, spirit box session. If there's a spirit in this room, you can talk into the white noise and I can hear you. Okay? Is anybody with me in here tonight? Someone said daddy. Is anybody with me in here tonight? Someone said daddy.
I capture an EVP that I'm really impressed with. Not only is this a clear voice, but it also appears to go over the top of the sweeps over the FM radio waves, implying that this is not part of a radio station. What do you hear? Is this a female saying daddy? Or is this a young boy saying Danny?
Is anybody with me in here tonight? Someone said daddy. Did you die in this building? Did you used to work in this building? Did you have an accident in this place? Look at that. Leeds tonight, all lit up. Are you from Leeds? Come and talk to me. Is Leeds where you're from? Did you die in this machinery? Did you like coming to work here? Is this where you died?
I decide to use a phonetic voice bank to see if I can get anything a little bit more clearer coming through. This is a voice bank with thousands of syllables in that, if put in the right order, can be used to create word sounds. But not long after I start, I get startled by a door.
Any spirits that worked in the mill? Any spirits that died in this mill? Can you come forward? Talk to this box. The phonetic box. There's lots of sounds in there. What was it like to work in this place? Did you enjoy it? Did you die here? Were you injured? Whoa. That door. Did you hear that? That door. This is a solid floor. It's not like floorboards. That door just rattled. It's a toilet door. Is there someone in here? There it goes. It made that noise. Open. Hello? Someone in here? Icy cold draft. Hello? Who closed that door? Who made that door make a noise? Can you do it again? I'm asking who you are. Obviously this wouldn't have been a disabled toilet. Light comes on. Sensor. Wow. Were you injured? Whoa. Were you injured? Whoa. Where are you? Are you standing in front of me? Is this how it used to look like when you worked here? Did that say worse? I'm definitely feeling the presence of somebody. And I don't know who you are. Are you a child? That could be the wind rattling the windows. The windows just rattled. Were you a senior? Did you used to be a manager here? Did you abuse children that misbehaved or didn't work hard enough? Because I don't like people that do that. I'm on the side of the children, the people that you abused, the people that had horrible lives and then would go back to poverty and struggle to feed themselves. Families that would live in slums around the city, and you would whip them, abuse them. Who are you, and why are you in this building still? I want to know who you are. How many spirits are in here? There's definitely a child in here. I can hear you. There's definitely a child. Let the child come forward and tell me your name. How many people are here? Can you count? 10. I'm hearing 10. I'm hearing children's voices coming through. Now it's saying 9. It doesn't matter, I just want any of you to come forward and interact with me. I want you to appear. I want you to manifest yourself so that I can see you. I want to see your person, your body, your face. I want you to come and stand in front of me, or to tug me, tug my clothes. Show me that you are real. Do you know that you are dead? You are not alive. You're dead. We know there's 10, but where are you? Do you know that you are dead? Are you in some sort of parallel existence where this is in your time still, and I'm in your space, and this is a fully working factory for you? Don't shout at me. Make one of the machines work. Come and say hello to me. Look at this. Where is it? Look at that. Can you do that? The ball flashes. How amazing is that? Have you ever seen that before? Can you do that? Can you copy? Any of you? Can you make the ball flash? Whoa, I have never... The light on the top of my camera just made a creaking noise. I don't know if that came through on the microphone. Just a little creak. Are you trying to touch my camera? I'll tell you what this is. This is a device that allows me to be able to see you if you appear, so that I can show other people that you're here. We can hear your story, why you're haunting this place. I felt something touch the top of the camera. It made like a little creak. I don't know if you're going to hear that through the microphone, but it made a little creak, as if something just moved where the IR light is.
With the rest of the building still to explore, I go downstairs to the second floor.
This is the second floor of Armley Mills. Another machining area where I'd imagine there would have been a lot of fingertips coming off. Just looking at some of the machines in here. A lot of saw blades, a lot of cutting machines. This is where probably smaller injuries would have happened. Here we see a perfect example of one of these machines. You've got the blade. You would have ran the material across, which would have been moving, and I'm guessing this is quite sharp. It is. And it would have been moving very fast. One mistake and you've taken a finger off. Now at the minute this museum is also used for display purposes, so you can see a lot of examples here of people's suits. We'll have to watch out if we bring the SLS camera around here later on. Suits going around here. These are the types of styles that would have been manufactured here in Yorkshire rather, or in Leeds. This is obviously a display room, but you can imagine that wall was probably not there when this was a factory. This would have been row after row of cutting machines when this was fully functional as a factory. So things could have happened right here on this floor where I am standing right now. If there's any spirits in the room, please come forward. You can communicate with me by making a sound. Putting the box down on one of the machines. Did anyone have any injuries in this place? Okay. Did anyone die in this place? Presumably, you know you're dead. Do you know you're dead? You can move on if you want. If you're in this building, in the spirit world, you've passed away. You're no longer alive. It's time to go if you want to. Or do you like to stay here?
In the museum there is a cinema room. This is not original to the building, it is something that has been added when this building was converted into a museum. However, a lot of people experience paranormal activity in here.
I've got a spirit portal open. I'm going to sit somewhere in the cinema. Yes, I'm going to sit. Can't see where I'm going in the dark. Oh, some of these seats are... This one seems nice and central. Oh. What am I going to watch? Hello. I saw an orb. Come and talk to the box. It's on my knee. Who's with me in here? How many people are here? I keep saying 10 again. It was 10 on the top floor, 10 on the middle floor. Did you die here? Can you say yes or no? Did you die? Was it an accident? Was it one of the machines that took your life? Was it an illness? Are you sitting in one of these seats with me? Can you make the seat pop back up? Which century are you from? Can you remember what year it is in your life? Is it the 20th century? The 1900s? Is it the 1800s? The 19th century? Is it the 1700s? The 18th century? Is it before the 1700s? How many people died here, do you know? How many spirits do you know here? I'm assuming you saw people pass over after your deaths. You welcomed them across. Did you work long hours in this building? Did you like working here? Just about to open up with a link there. Oh, I could hear voices outside, like two men talking. You hear water running. But anyway, as this is a museum, the first thing to point out is a lot of this place is not how it did look. It's a museum. When this mill shut, a lot of the machines, a lot of the equipment in here was stripped out. So when the museum took over in 1982, they recreated it using some equipment that they acquired from other places. And they don't know exactly where things in this building happened. So they don't know where the deaths occurred. They don't know where everything, they can only estimate. But one thing I've been told is that the dirty jobs would have happened lower down in the building. And as you went up, better jobs at the top. So the dirty jobs right at the bottom. And this is where we are right now. So I've just come in this doorway, which I'm hearing voices at. And then there's this floor, which you can't get on, but I'm going to show you through the infrared. Now that's probably more likely what this would have looked like without the restoration of the museum. Stone floor, very much not safe for the public to walk on, and a kind of mezzanine floor above it. Is this where a lot of activity happened? But then you walk up the stairs and you can see this is the next room up, which has been turned into a display room. You can see here some of the jackets worn, made here, some of the clothes, not necessarily from this museum, but just as a museum showing you different textiles. What kind of things happened down here? We're right at the bottom of the building. The dirty jobs. Probably the jobs that you wouldn't want to do. Where are they going to settle? There they go. Is there any spirits down here with me? Bring your energy. See if you can move these balls. Did you work down here? In this part of the mill? The camera's struggling to focus down here. Can you come and interact with me? Is this your haunting? Is this your haunting spot? Is this the room where you died? Was this part of the factory? Remember, the museum display will say, it has different displays, but that doesn't mean to say this was what this specific area was actually used for. Did you enjoy working in here? Come on, you can use some of my battery. I've just put a new battery in this camera 5 minutes ago. Come on, you can use some of my battery. Come on, you can use some of my battery. Come on, you can use some of my battery. If you want to come and drain it, if it can help you manifest, you're more than welcome to. Come and have some energy. Come and use this. The battery in my phone, the battery in my power pack in my pocket, the battery in my microphones. There's some energy for you. You can come and have some. If you can manifest yourself. What is your name? I'm carrying this box in my hand. It's going to allow you to talk to me. Is this where the dirty jobs took place? The hauntings that take place in this old mill. Are you down here? How many people are here? Everywhere I go, I ask how many people are here and it says 10. There we go.
I'm feeling that the majority of the activity is taking place on the top floor. I go back up there and I get a surprise.
If somebody lost a fingertip, a hand, was scalped, and they ended up underneath a machine, they weren't going to switch it off. Just think, every time one of these machines was off, the downtime would have been costing the owner lots of money, and in a day and age they didn't want to do. Whoa. Hello? Hello? Somebody with me? Did you hear that? That has got to have been heard. That was floorboards I just walked across, just like I heard before. That is definitely someone walking. That's not natural. The building cooling off. Hello? Get this IR light on, quick. Is there somebody with me? Did somebody just make that footstep? Hello? Is there somebody playing games? I've got the IR light on, full infrared beam. I know I'm not supposed to go through here, but in the interests of paranormal activity, can you do that again? Recreate it. Where was it? See, I'll show you from the bottom. There's a ramp giving you access up a slight little step up, and it's kind of like a creek. There. It's there. Somebody's up here. Somebody's up here. Show yourself. Are you just a little child? Is this the spot where you died? Is this the spot where you died? Can you show yourself to me? Please? There's a little mannequin figure there. There's a little mannequin figure there. That's so creepy. That's so creepy. These little wooden ramps. Was that a child's footsteps? Is there any children up here? What's that? I can see something. It might be part of the machinery. It looked like a figure. Yeah, it's It's... I'm coming back, and I'm going to try and not make any cuts in this edit, because I want you to see. If somebody was up here with me, you would hear them. Nobody could creep around and get to the... You'd hear them running away. It's as simple as you would hear them running away. If somebody was up here, they're either still up here or they're not physically... Was it like that? It was here. It was definitely here. The owner, lots of money, and in a day and age they didn't want to do... Whoa. Hello? The owner, lots of money, and in a day and age they didn't want to do... Whoa. Hello? The owner, lots of money, and in a day and age they didn't want to do... Whoa. Hello? Is there somebody with me? Did somebody just make that footstep? Is there somebody with me? Did somebody just make that footstep?
Keen to see who could be walking around, I decided to take out the SLS camera.
Can anyone come and show yourself? Whoa. I see a little figure. I saw a little figure. Who are you? Who are you? Can you show yourself to me? Where are you standing? Are these the machines that you used to work with? Can you show me how you would operate one of these? Can you demonstrate one of these machines for me? Is there any spirit children on this floor that would like to come and appear? Can you come and stand in front of me? I can see you with this little box. Oh. Oh, hello. I saw a little figure. Can you come and show me yourself? I saw a little figure. You were floating. I can see you. I can see you. Can you come back? Oh, the SLS has crashed. The SLS device has crashed. Hang on. We need to sort this out. Why has it crashed? What the hell? Battery running low. The battery in my phone. The battery in my power pack in my pocket. The battery in my microphones. There's some energy for you. You can come and have some.
Despite only being on for a few minutes, the batteries in the camera have died. I try the thermal imaging camera to see if I can pick up any heat signatures. Okay, this top floor. Next door to the mill were the old cottages that the old managers used to live in. Many people have claimed to have experienced a dark man wearing an old Victorian suit. Could this be one of the old masters of the mill? And if so, was this where he lived? Also a flash from through here. Somebody with me? Is there any spirit people? Are you upstairs? No, I'm told I'm not allowed to go up there. It's a bit out of bounds at the minute. Maybe I can hear your footsteps walking around. Whoa. Lights just come on. Hello? Is somebody up there? No, I've been told there is an automatic light, but it's on the stairs. Have I triggered that? Despite a light coming on in one of the upstairs rooms, I can debunk this as probably being one of the motion sensors. It confused me because it didn't go off the first time I walked past. Is there somebody in here that used to run the mill? Was this your house? Was this where you used to go on a morning through this door? For the children that worked for you? Did you bully the children? Did you abuse anybody? I've been told there are stories of very dark abuse that took place in this mill. And I don't like the people that do that. Did you enjoy abusing children? Did you beat them to make them do more work? Did you know how much misery you caused? Let's have a look. Oh, wow. Where are you? Are you down here? Did any abuse take place in here? What the hell does that say? What the hell is that? This is like a little maze down here. Oh, wow. It's like another little staircase going up. And then a door at the top. Whoa.
going up there. Let me get my balance again. Are you in this cellar with me? Where are you? Who would have worked down? There's a fireplace down here. This would have been a servant's quarter, surely. If they were that bad to the poor children. Spiders, cobwebs. What on earth is this place? Are you a servant? Is that a yes? Tell me, how many people are here? Did you abuse children? Somebody's graffitied. I don't know if that's modern or how old that goes back to. There's clearly been something on the wall here. Yeah. I want to know who you are. Can you tell me your name, please? My name's Rob. You know my name. Can you show yourself to me? I really hope that watching this video, it hasn't made you feel horrible. It hasn't made you feel disgusting, because when you hear about what happened to children who were, if you're watching this in the UK, 6, that's like year 1 or year 2 at school, primary school. Can you imagine a 6-year-old working, like doing any job today? Like, you wouldn't want that to happen, because the work they would do is probably terrible. But they're not mature, and these are kids who should be playing with toys. They should be, in today's day and age, would be watching kids' TV, Peppa Pig and stuff, not operating potentially dangerous machines that could slice their legs off, and then being beaten for not working hard enough. It's terrible. And the people that did this are absolutely vile people.
My night in the museum has come to an end. I got some interesting activity throughout the course of the night.
Is anybody with me in here tonight? Come on, you can use some of my battery. In a day and age, they didn't want to do. Whoa.
I just can't stop thinking about the number of people who have died in this building.
For George Dyson, James Phillips, and all of the other young children that died in the machinery at this mill. Thank you for tonight.
Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe to the Dead Air channel, where there are a lot more videos like this already posted up there, with more to come over the course of the next few months.